up. New game. I'm probably going to swap between controller and mouse and keyboard, unless the controller combat works out fine. It's bringing up tooltips. Stop getting rid of tooltip. Hide tooltips, just for now. We have Ivar the Warrior. I guess now I won't be able to get tooltips. There we go. Master of Warfare with average leadership, incapable of using magic. Units under his command have best combat characteristics. Hero gains +3 warfare. Don't know what that means. Increases unit experience winning battles by 10%. Hey Headwind, this is King's Bounty 2. Power balance 1. Morale penalty for power ideal units is reduced by 1 when combined with units of other ideals. Okay, I know a little bit about that. Allied units damage increased by 5% for each wounded member. Right, we have Catherine the Mage. Uses spells in battles. Allows learning of air and fire spells from scrolls. Ice and stone as well. Morale penalty for finesse ideal units is reduced when combined with units of other ideals. Okay, so she's a finesse character then, I'm guessing. When dealing damage, allied unit has 25% chance to remove a random buff from target enemy and apply buff to itself. Interesting. Elisa the Paladin. Natural leader. Middling magic abilities, inexperienced in warfare, able to recruit largest number of units in shortest amount of time. Allows learning life and light spells. Morale for order ideal units is reduced by 1 when combined, so she's an ideal. All allied units gain +5 armor in the first round of combat. All allied units gain +5 resistance in the first round of combat. I believe armor for physical damage, resistance for magical damage. Alright, well, we're going to take our bearded brethren because... Ivar the Warrior. A long time ago, Ivar, descendant of an impoverished noble family, used to be a knight of the royal guard. However, at a crucial moment, he refused to support the coup that eventually led to the King Claudius' ascension to the throne. This got him banished from the guard. Ivar escaped to Artesania, where he earned a fine reputation as a mercenary and became captain of his own troop, the Hounds of War. Recently, Ivar received an invitation to the Universal Assembly. There, Prince Adrian promised to pardon him and offered a good position with the Royal Guard. Kingdom of Nostria, Albion Highlands, Fort Crucis. Age of Prosperity, year 320. Well, I missed an opportunity there.
Get up! Come on, hurry! The warden is calling! Are you really going to save Nostria, as they say?
What's your angle?
You can discuss it with Warden Valber. Come out of that cell. I'll escort
We
you.
were invited
And
somewhere?
what if I refuse?
We're in jail.
Let's go. You know the warden doesn't like to be kept waiting. The sooner you get to his office, the sooner you'll learn everything. I can tell you this much. It's good news for you.
Good news, eh? And look at our swanky digs. Got like suit pants, nice shirt. The belt must be broken. I think we even combed our beard. Look at this dude. Oh, we can notice. Prison routine. Sunrise, wake, personal hygiene. Morning breakfast, also known as lunch. Noon, singing of the Nostrian anthem. Day, community service, carpentry, wood carving, and animal care. And over the sunset, a singing of the Crucis prison anthem. Evening dinner, pious reflection on the benefits of solitude and work. And at night, you can sleep. Hey man, I'm getting out. Thanks for, yeah, good times.
All the roads are on Marcella. And what use is this Cedric of yours, huh? Who's even heard of this fool?
Anyone who's ever set foot outside Rickville. Your bludgeon won't poke his nose beyond the borders of Rickville in case it's chopped off.
They're gonna fight?
Cedric
Fight,
holds
fight,
the land.
fight, fight,
From
fight,
Rickville
fight.
to Windyport, down to the last
And this is King's
blade of
Bounty
grass.
2.
Every mosquito.
As well as letters of passage, goods.
The vile tyrant Vitellius served his sentence in this dungeon. Deprived of the opportunity to work evil, he withered and soon died.
I served time under Vitellius.
Give me a brief overview? I don't know, we just started.
Definitely the last.
Our dude was invited somewhere and the next thing we know we're in prison. But we're escaping now.
Hear what Bessim said? The dwarves refused to supply us with firewood. They ran out.
Ooh, breakfast menu. Water and bread. Lunch was also known as breakfast, which is bread, soup with water. Dinner, corned beef with water. On weekends and holidays, prisoners are entitled to a handful of raisins, should they be available.
Golems. It's better not to be on the wrong side of a golem's fist. We jailers are like doting nannies in comparison. A golem is
Maybe I won't talk to you. Attention, a dragon has been spotted over Albus Ridge. In case of a dragon situation, prisoners are advised to lie down on the cell floor and cover their heads to protect from lizard's fiery breath. Can I open the gate? Oh, there's snowflakes inside. Dude, can I open the door? Let me open it. Rude. Alright, Bastion, what do you got?
Your belongings are in yonder chest. Take everything or you'll freeze to death. The prison's warmer than outside, slightly. Pestilence has struck Montpetrie. The quarantine is everywhere. Mages forced to wear masks like common bandits. The undead are climbing out of their graves
Man,
all
Corona,
over the Crown
like,
lands. I
was
wonder if
relentless
the
in video games as
necromancers
well.
have returned, like in the olden times. It's a good thing Crucis is in the middle of Mactus knows where. Or Mactus is nowhere. The troubles can't reach us here. It's nice and safe.
Leather armor, ton of gold, and some stuff. Oh, look at that. We get dressed automatically. Is this a regular edition of Dark? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
You're a free individual now.
Bastion, why are you releasing the prisoners?
Larry, you blockhead. Didn't you hear? A messenger arrived today, all the way from Marcella. Then you should know that he brought an order of release from the prince himself.
I may be getting a physical copy to unbox on stream in the future. Which would be super cool. Hey, doggy. Where do I unbox a Steam key? Well, that one I unboxed from my email. Cannot pet the dog. Game literally unplayable. Thank you. Good night.
I wish we could kick some of these bastard prisoners here out into the cold.
We just pretend.
It's so peaceful and quiet here. Have you not seen the living dead?
I tried.
Best not take the air near the cemeteries around Marcella. The undead are ferocious. They
hang on.
rage as if something had driven them from their graves at spear point.
Get over there, Panz. Come on, you can do it.
Almost all of them have gone to solve the problem at the mage factory. However much they investigate,
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Al
Yeah,
Rossin
he's
is
a
of the
good
same
boy.
ilk. His excessive smarts don't seem to do him any good.
Okay.
Are thoughts of wine the only thing floating around that brain of yours?
Oh, but of course. Madame de Guienne maintains the highest standards. Have you ever...
Can I loot anything from here?
When you're in Marcella, hit the park.
Ooh. Pan's book. Pan's book. Selected remarks of His Majesty the King, collected by court writer Flavius the Wisecracker. I like to eat apple salad in the morning, just sitting by the window looking at the fields eating salad. Suddenly I find myself gripped by an unexpected pang of sorrow. Such sweet sorrow. I don't like these crowns and helmets. Too much pressure on the neck. I owe a lot to my parents, especially my mother. And father. What the? The tree doesn't fall far from the apple. And Adrian is a nice boy indeed, if you know what I mean. People around the world perceive me not only as king, but also as a spiritual leader. I feel happiest when I am truly happy. A person, you see, is much larger than his own stomach. Wow. Wow. Oh man, hang on. It's never gonna fit. Is it? That's it. Wrong one. Ah, yeah, there we go. Alright, let's speak to this dude.
So much fuss and all for what? Who the hell do you think you are, making me wreak havoc in my prison?
My name is Ivar, leader of the famous Hounds of War, if that tells you anything.
Well,
Ivar, the main leader in Vikings
more
TV series.
As Flavius the Wisecracker eloquently wrote, there's nothing new in this world. But I haven't received a letter like this in all 7 years of my tenure at Crucis. Prince Adrian orders that you be freed and sent to Marcella. Also, you won't be leaving here on foot. I was ordered to return your gold and belongings, provide you with a horse, and, let me read it aloud, allocate some of my own garrison as your personal guard. Madness!
About time.
Whether the prince is sane or not is of no consequence. I cannot disobey my liege. Bastian should have returned your money and belongings by now.
He has.
If he didn't steal them himself. Quartermaster Aston will supply you with weapons. As for gold, you have plenty already. Go to Decim to collect your guards. He has a platoon of troublemakers he's wanted rid of for a long time now. He'll be glad to hand them over. I also advise you to purchase some dogs for the road. And what else did His Highness request? Ah yes, a horse. Levitt the stable boy has a soft spot for nags too old and worn down to work. I'm sure he can pick one out for you.
As
Getting
you
a worn
say,
down second-hand
Warden.
horse. Rude. By a crossbow from Quartermaster Aston. Wonder if he can if we speak to him again. Look at him. They get bread and water, and he's got like, what's that, a pomegranate and grapes, cheese and wine.
What else? Was I not clear? The prince has granted you your freedom.
What do I need guards for?
What will I tell the prince if you decide to run away or if wolves devour you? Since people abandoned their homes and livestock in the Albion Highlands, wolves have run rampant in the area. Strangely aggressive beasts, too. As Prince Adrian wishes to see you with all your limbs in place, I must do my best to secure your arrival at Marcella. Be off already.
All right. Would you like to come for a ride in the, No? Give me one of those games.
Claudius's son actually turned out to have some...
Why do you say that?
Aston? Who's that? Decent.
The Ulagi tribe. Where are the wolf skins?
Have any loot?
They used to bring us 100 at a time. Vanished as if burnt by Auric. What do you need, human? A shovel, perhaps? Have you been sent to the stables, too?
No. The warden ordered a weapon be made available
Dino.
for purchase. And a
It's
good
fitting.
one, mind you.
Oh, sacred forefathers. Why would I ever do that?
As of today, I am no longer a prisoner. Good Prince Adrian has ordered my freedom.
By Mactus's horns. This is the first time I've ever seen a human leave Crucis on their own 2 feet. If you got gold, treat yourself to something new. Go ahead.
$300 for a crossbow. Well, okay.
Aston didn't shortchange you on equipment. I warrant you'll survive the Albion Highlands. Go, human. May your body be as hard as flint, and your soul as clear as crystal.
Thanks for the kind words, Aston. May you be well too.
Collect guards from Centurion Decim. We jump? No.
Who cares about that?
We can bump into the dude, though.
The only living
We could bump
folks
into
on
him
that
once. Is that
base
something to read?
animals.
This stronghold was erected at the direction of Count Batil to defend the northern borders of Nostria and to intimidate and discourage her enemies.
Royal power, and we must maintain the king's order. Blocking up these
Shoot him, take money back, profit, not actual game tip.
Speaking of things, do you really think Vitellius died of natural causes?
Have the lumberjacks brought us our firewood?
No, they haven't.
Oh, do we get to go get firewood?
Halt! What are you doing here? You're not permitted to be wandering about like a stray cat.
Yes, I am.
I'm free now. The warden said you're to provide me with an armed escort.
So, Centurion, it's true. The warden received a missive from the prince ordering the provision of a guard troop for the prisoner. Former prisoner. Huh? Never heard of a prisoner being released. Ah, well, I believe I have some laggards and troublemakers I can spare. Can I go too? Oh, how I miss the sunny warmth of the capital. No, Bastian, you're not rotten enough to let go. I can still make a decent guard out of you.
Perhaps you could give me a few fighting hounds as well.
The only thing you'll be getting for free is a family of bedbugs. I spent a year training those hounds. Now, if we're talking about an exchange of gold for flesh, that's another bowl of kibble entirely. You'll get the best dogs in Nostria.
Hounds of War. Sounds familiar. Are they any good?
These recruits might not be the brightest candles at the feast, but my fighting dogs are as fierce as the warden himself. You won't regret a single gold piece spent on these animals.
I don't know if we want anything as fierce as the warden. Maybe we take the dogs anyway. What's with the, go to stats. Unit size, 3 out of 8. Morale increases the chance to gain an additional turn. Low morale increases the chance to skip a turn. Unit morale may incur penalties if army mixed with different ideals. Is that their ideal, the order? Deals 22 damage and inflicts bleeding. I like bleeding. Alright, let's buy dogs. Okay, so you need to have leadership to buy stuff. But it doesn't cost any. You just have to have some. Alright, but you gotta cost money. Alright, good. Fetch the horse from Levit.
Eastman is a good man, even though he's a dwarf.
What's wrong with dwarves?
Yeah, what's wrong with dwarves?
Some folk they are, despite their small size. I read that in ancient times they built palaces underground. That was before the rebellion when everything came.
For whom did I build this prison, I wonder? Fate is a fickle mistress. Today you are a king, and tomorrow, just like that, you're no one. No bowing courtiers with forelocks a drag on the parquet. No prostrate petitioners prattling. And women, it's all right, brother. I'm free from my cell. Just
Who are we talking to?
wait. Oh my, who's there?
Ah, okay, it's me.
Ah, it's you. You're the one who poisoned that scoundrel Claudius. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Actually, I didn't exactly.
Don't be modest. You did a great thing here, and history will not forget you.
You seem to have lost your mind. Can you give me a horse?
All you're asking is a horse? Just a horse? Have no worry. You'll get our best. Saddle up quickly. You've probably forgotten how to ride after half a year in a cell.
You can go now. Actually, wait.
What is it?
I wanted to warn you about sentry golems. Be wary of them once you're past New Tyrene.
Golems? What are they doing outside the prison?
A mage Rossum took them to clear a landslide. What they lack in brain, they make up in brawn. Since they don't know you've been released, they're liable to crush you. As you pass the southern ruins, find the Archer's squad commander, Ansel. A royal messenger said the squad will join you and augment your escort. I'm
Archer's
hoping
good.
that by the time you get there, they'll catch the marauder who's been raiding abandoned houses. Wonder why old Berengarius didn't turn him into a chicken.
Is this Berengarius fellow another part of my escort? It's going to be quite the circus following me around.
That's up to his magicness. I have no authority
His
over him.
magicness.
Perhaps he'll decide to leave these cold, inhospitable lands for the warmth of the Mage's Tower.
Come on, mount up. I picked out the very bestest horse for you.
You got me
He's
the very
calm
bestest horse,
and
did you?
obedient. Stands as if he's rooted to the ground. Races like the wind itself. And very smart.
We can walk.
He'll find you anywhere if you just holler for him.
Okay, so we've got walk for the slow approach. We've got jog for the... I don't know. Is there a run option?
Can it possibly be?
That sculpture definitely flattered Rowan.
Yeah, I guess we're going out here. Oh, talents. I'll have a look at those when we get some. Freedom. Guiding steel. Must be a fast travel point. We go. Okay, we can't go off pace.
It's supposed to be summer, but every season may as well be winter here.
What's wrong, boy? New terrain. Uh-oh. Oh, my tutorials. Fight. Retreat. Fight. Okay. Place our troops. They're going first. They can't quite make the distance though. 22 to 32. 34 to 46. They have some sort of ability too. So do they. Maybe you guys there. Units with a soldier trait have a control zone around them. If an enemy unit tries to exit the control zone, they'll be struck with an uncontested attack. Exiting unit cannot counterattack. Unit can perform a control zone attack once per round. Right, so they'll do a small counterattack there. So I think the lines represent each unit. So if you take damage below one of those dividing lines, hey friction, it dies. But there's a damage range in there. Okay. We also have the bleed option. Give me information about them if I press that. Huh. Should do that. How many hit points do they have? $58. 63. It's Crown's armor? Crown is the leadership, okay. 13%. So they should be, okay, they should be, okay, so let's put these guys here. And attack here. Want them to bleed? No. And they have an additional attack? They can. Or we can precise strike them. Yay! Okay, victory over your enemies brings the following rewards. Hero gains XP and trophies. Surviving units gain experience. Winning a battle allows you to pay to heal wounded unit members. Make sure all your members are fully healed before leaving the victory screen. If you are defeated, all units which participated in battle are lost. The hero will be transported to one of the merchants. That would be bad. They automatically healed there though, right? You guys died. Oh, they didn't get any experience though because they didn't get any kills. Interesting. So, experience for the kill stealer. Quest update: The Ruins of New Hope. Take all, yeah. I got a gong. I got a gong, guys. Some characters and items launch new quests. The exclamation symbol marks the location of these characters' items on your compass. There's a dude over there. I'll go speak to him.
Why did they break off its hands?
Why did they break off what's hand? Oh, the statue. Oh, interesting. Loot, 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 loot. Silver buckle, where is that going? It's going up to... Yeah. Hello? Anybody home? I can see you in there. Rude. Oh, look, big chest in the woods, guys. Bills of debt. Haste 1, rolls of silk. Oh, a light helmet. Oh, look at that. Fancy. What's this bills of debt? Do I have a talent to spend? No. Useless trash can be sold. Okay. Hey Valkyrie, how you doing, man? You feeling better? Altars. There are many altars and places of power in the world of Antara. Each altar increases one of the hero's stats. An altar may be used only once. Move close to the altar, press A to absorb its power. Altars can be found in both remote corners of the land and busy town centers. Alright, well that's going questy land, so we won't be going that way. We'll, turn around here. What have you got, Mr. Altar? I had 50 experience. We get something for that? We get a stat? We get a talent point for the altar. Oh man, now we got to work out where we're going to put it. Power balance. Morale penalty for power ideal units is reduced by 1 when combined with units of other ideals. You can... Morale penalty for order units is reduced by 1. So that's when you have mix and match on the... Okay, that's finesse and... So you don't suffer combat penalty as much. Did they send me the crown? No, this is my crown. Apparently there's a crown in the mail though. I'll open it on stream when I get it. When dealing damage, allied unit has a 25% chance to remove random buff from target enemy and apply buff to itself. Oh, the mage has that as a starter. Allied units damage increased by 5% for each wounded member. Victory reward increased by 5%. I wonder if that's money. Oh, cash reward increased by 5%. That's from treasures. Man, it keeps... Increased XP for winning battles. Where's the thing keeps bouncing around? All allied units gain 5% resistance in first round. All allied units gain 5 armor in the first round. They're both really good. These are... Oh. I was learning of death and darkness from scrolls. Every time a tooltip pops up, it goes... Oh, come on, game. Allows learning of air and fire spells from scrolls. Life scroll things. Okay, so if I take those, I've probably got to... How are these locked? Requires 8 finesse points. Oh, I see. So if you want to go up... Oh, you got to try and get... Come on. Increase damage from above bonus by 10% for all allied units with a ranged attack. You have to have spent 8 points in there. There's more. Okay, so we're probably going to be going that way anyway. So we'll probably look at... Let's get protection. 5 armor on the first round. There we go. Oh, he started a new Berseria save. Oh, we got an arm. Statue's right arm.
So...
Dude's in disbelief. He's like, so... There's a silver box. Can we open the silver box? So there should be a left arm lying around somewhere then, right?
Hey, you!
Shh, I'm looting.
Come over here.
Oh, I'm good, man.
Are you from Crucis? Hurry up, get over here.
City map.
Trouble. Help!
Anything up in here? Alright, I like it when there's lots of loot. Oh, there's the arm.
A useful thing. A hand should be raised. It'll be better that way.
Ah. I, Count Batil, launched the restoration of the Albion Highlands, the entire midnight land of Nostria. I also laid down the stones of the fortress of Crucis and 2 settlements to the north and south, dreaming of prosperity for my people who came here from Lorien. Good for you, dude. I took your loot. You get a traveling hat? You can find wayfaring magic scrolls in shops and among your trophies. These scrolls can either enhance your hero's power for a few battles or add an extra unit to the army. Open the Book of Magic to Wayfaring Magic page to use the scroll. To research a spell, you must have a scroll with the relevant spell, research the appropriate talent at the mage school, have developed arcane knowledge to the required level. Research spells are upgradable to rank 3, as with research, upgrading requires the appropriate talent and arcane knowledge. Researching and upgrading spells consumes mana. Haste. Burning Ray. Okay, fire. We need the Wayfaring one. Life and Light. Earth and Ice. Wayfaring. Ancestral Experience. Increase hero's experience for winning a battle by 50%. Active for 3 battles. Yeah, sure, why not? Save frequently, I think. Okay, dude, you want to talk now?
Come over here. Are you from Crucis? Hurry up and get over here. There's trouble. Help!
I wonder what this is down. Hang on. Let me use the mouse. Oh, I don't have a pointer. I'm wondering what the trophy is on the bottom right of the screen. I can't click it. Huh.
What's with all this wailing?
Are you from Crucis? Quickly, come with us. Run.
I'm not going to bolt like a scared rabbit without knowing why. What is it?
I'm a lumberjack. We're nothing but dwarven woodcutters, honest. We cut down trees and send the lumber onto Crucis. The humans have all left the valley. Only us and a few locals remain. Stein is our chief. So then this Lupin, a man from Riggin, arrives at our village. He was stirring up trouble, trying to recruit the remaining human hunters to join him in his wicked deeds. Then Lupin's men seized the village. They captured Stein and are trying to start a fight with the dwarves. Things could easily turn bloody. We took them in purely out of kindness, and this is how they repay us. Disgusting! Help us! Quick, run!
And freaking humans, they're the worst. Hey Steiner, you alright? Apparently you've been captured. Oh, I see. You here? You sure? Blink twice if you need us to come save you. The dwarf says you were captured. Magic power 1. You get talent for that? No. Rude. I do. I put that scroll on just before for 3 battles, and there's 3 dots below it. Hey Mark, how's it going? We can get wolves? Well, their power. And we're power. Critical hit chance +2 for every other beast in an allied army. Has control zone. First attack in battle deals 20% more damage. Basic attack inflict bleeding debuff on target. Allied unit is teleported to enemy unit dealing damage. Then allied unit is returned original, ignores control zone. Ooh. Okay, I want to buy dogs. I wonder what the... Oh, X is max. Okay. Nice. Thanks, Mark. Have any loot? Pan's book? Pan's book? The story of how Sveneld Bigear met Dumrazel and found Yoladam Stone, Part 2. Where's Part 1? Sveneld rode the bandit horse straight into town of Ungiborg. Now that he had enough money to start a business, Sveneld didn't need Jarl's help anymore. However, he was really reluctant to come back home. Besides, the autumn fair was in town. I should go to the fair and buy some cloth from overseas, thought Sveneld. It turned out there were almost no fabric at the fair, but girls, fakirs, and taverns were aplenty. Sveneld had wet his whistle in a pint of ale, met a serpentine fakir who happened to sit at the next table. The fakir then introduced his beautiful sister, who worked as a maid in the tavern, and she in turn introduced her friend. Sveneld shared a couple of pints with the company, and then another pint. The dwarf couldn't remember a thing that happened later that night. He woke up in some hayloft behind the town gates, only wearing his undergarments. His purse was empty, with only 1 coin and a button left inside. To his side, Sveneld found a jug of water. Perhaps one of the girls felt sorry for him. While he was gulping water from the jug, a magpie flew by and stole the last remaining coin. And that's how Sveneld lost all the gold he got from the bandits. Hey Crit, how you doing? Oh man, that means part 1 probably had a good bandit story. I'd watch a movie about Sveneld and the busty barmaid. Seems like a good plot. They're all waiting. They're like, something's about to go down. They're like, who's this dude in the funny hat?
This road to Riggern would be suicide.
No, don't go that way. Dwarf's like, some dude looking for loot. Hey man, who are you? Whoa man, you ever like just look in the sky? Yeah. Wow, what happened, man? You okay though? Look at these guys. They've got some serious
You ain't no village simpleton.
What's the word we're looking for? Extracurricular. No. Drugs. They're taking drugs. You can just look, they're high. Oh, chest. We got chest. And the Monty Python French soldier's helmet. Yes, they should have. I want a Darth helmet from Spaceballs helmet. My dude, I think that would work.
You don't make the rules around here, Lupin.
What goes around the forest comes around the forest. Right through these trees.
Easy there, little beard. Enough serving jailers. It's time we make some changes.
Ah, Steiner, we found you. You're okay.
In a birch grove one rejoices, in pines prayers sung in many voices, but among the spruces, only nooses?
Plenty of spruces around.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Stein. Back in my youth, I was a scribe at Marcella, but the city is too noisy for me, too fast. As you can see, I'm looking for peace and quiet now.
What's going on? Looks like the opposite of peace and quiet to me.
It's that troublemaker Lupin. He's a criminal on the lam from Riggern. He's fallen in with Raould, another lowlife and deserter from Crucis. He tried to seize control of the valley. And as you can see, the dwarves didn't take kindly to that idea. I tried to settle things peacefully, but nobody listened to me. I hate to say it, but the snow will be soaked with blood today.
And the troublemakers themselves claim they want to free the prisoners.
Of course they do, but think. If Lupin's fellows are able to attack the supply shipments to Crucis, the city will starve. Once the dwarves are gone, the firewood goes with them. And who do you think the warden Valbert is going to deprive of food and heat first? His guards or the prisoners? I'll let you figure that one out for yourself.
Oh, what's the estimated time, Kizron?
You don't make the rules
All
around
right, you guys, what's going on?
What goes around the forest comes around the forest. Right through these trees.
Easy there, little beard.
Talk to Raould or Lupin?
Jailers.
Talk to Raould.
Hey, Lupin, look! One of the Crucian prisoners, another victim of Claudius and Valbert.
Just in time. We need another strong arm right about now.
Why should I get involved?
You're human. This concerns you too. These jumped-up dwarf and lumberjacks have it too good. They're living like little lords on handouts from the fort, from that damned Valbert. We local hunters, on the other hand, are being oppressed. Only I, Lupin, can grant any hope of justice.
Don't you remember how they treat prisoners? I worked for Valbert myself until I escaped. You'd turn blue if you'd seen what I'd seen. Most of them are rotting alive in there. Not because they're bandits or murderers, mind. just because they dared say something about the drunkard king. It's not humane.
So what are you planning to do? Rough up the dwarves to punish the king on his throne?
We've decided to seize Cruces.
We're going to starve the fort by cutting off their access to food and fuel. When we triumph, we'll free all the prisoners.
Well, the dwarfs are against us, so we need to force their hand. Then it will be Valbert's turn to answer for his misdeeds. If you're not going to help us, your other option is to spill our blood. Human blood.
Many quests can be completed in two different ways. When this is the case, each solution relates to a specific ideal. Power, anarchy, order, or finesse, which defines a moral choice. Order is the opposite of anarchy. Power is the opposite of finesse. Completing a quest in a certain manner increases the hero's corresponding ideal. As time passes, the hero will be committed to one of those belief systems, and at some point, they will refuse actions that go against mature ideals. I wonder if you can balance it enough to stay that way. So we can attack the humans for order, or we can attack the dwarves for... What was the other one? Was that the power flag? Order versus anarchy, wasn't it? Oh, wow, crit. Anarchy's the flag. I don't want anarchy then. Good. Stupid humans. You guys don't even have beards. Look at this dwarf. Like I'm attacking that. Battle preparation. When preparing for battle, the screen will display enemy units, their hero, if any, and your army. Select a unit, press Y to view its details, accept the battle, or refuse to fight. Alright, it's 2v9. Feeling pretty good about this. Alright, we've got the first two moves and last move. Where are they hitting from there? Oh, they can't. They make like very little distance. What have they got, like 3 move squares? So no matter what, they'll be able to get us on the second turn. I wonder if we could navigate in a way where they couldn't get us on the second turn. I don't think so. Ideally, we want to reduce them down to it, like... A 0 is better? Probably just like removing a unit from each one. I don't know what that buff is. Ah, it has a control zone. Okay. They don't. Control zone just means you can't walk away from that. Okay, so if we put them up front, they get 1, 2, 3, 4 movements. We can do a jump attack and an attack. Oh, what's the wolf? The wolves have this awesome attack. It does a ton of damage. 54 to 72 damage. So I could almost just kill something straight up. 54. Oh, it is going to take out... Oh, hang on. That's their... It doesn't show health up here. That'd be a good one to know. They do the most damage. They're the deserters. They have 57 health, and they have 52 health. So it's likely we take that one out, but not guaranteed. These guys do more damage anyway. Okay, so we're going to take out one of those first. And then probably the other one. So let's put these guys, probably just put them there. They're attacking second. We want them up front though. Won't happen. Let's get you there. Alright, let's go. Wait delays the unit's turn till the end of the round. It cannot be used if a unit has already spent at least one action point. Activate a wait, press X. Defense ends the unit's turn this round, but increases its armor and resistance. Use defense if there are no other advantage actions. Available unit to activate defense. Press that button. Okay. That's really good, but we're going to use this attack. They have a command though. Oh, it ignores command. Wait, I wanted to use their ability. Oh, it did. Okay, good. Oh, and it doesn't put them up there. I think they do want to wait. These guys can't. Two of them won't be able to make it. Although they get to attack first. One definitely dies if we get that one. He definitely dies if we do that one. Hey Raging Water, yeah. Been playing King's Bounty today. Okay, we're not guaranteed a kill on that one. We are guaranteed a kill on that one though, but we get put in a spot where we could take damage from both of them. I thought it's our spell book. I think we could move back. And then they'll advance and we go again. I think that's a better plan. Although that leaves these guys open. That might have been bad, Panz. Hang on. I thought... It looked like these guys were here, right? And it looked like something could get to there to attack them, unless the attack move was extra. That's fine. It does bleed. Let me just get tooltips here. Gotta be nearby. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, they can defend up there, I think. Precise strike. Yep. Yeah, it's the same turn order. Which is really good. For our spearmen who have taken a little bit of damage, those guys do... ideally we'd want to be taking something off the off those guys, because if they attack the spearmen we could be in trouble there. Another option. Oh, haste. Applies haste and buff to allied unit. Unit speed +2 removes slowed effect when applied. Okay. 30 to 42, I think, is going to kill one of them. I've got no way of killing one of those guys. So we'll move to here. And attack here. Shame you can't move after attacking if you've got points left. I thought it said you could do that. Take out one of our dudes there. Or maybe not. They came close. But they're going to lose that guy in the... and he won't defend. Spells? I had a look at the spells, so I don't need one there. So I think the... like... It was saying you can heal up the units at the end of... you can pay to heal units at the end of combat. But I think that means return it to full... Yeah, the wolves are on our side. I think that means return it to like 3 out of 3. Whereas during combat, you can go down to 2 out of 3. Or 1 out of 3 or even 0 out of 3. And you have to pay to replenish. Whereas... And then you only have... And you have less attack. But... the individual unit that's the, you know, you'll heal up to one of those bars. So since we haven't actually had a unit go down, they're healing up. And morale is okay. Not getting any boosts because of, we level up there as well? That could be good. We've got the kill steals. They're like getting all the kills though. They're kill steal machines.
The forest weeps not when grass is tread. Mankind alone grieves for the dead. The forest teems, here a hare, there an owl, and branches blow, the pines will return after all.
What do you mean by that?
It's such a shame everything had to end up in a fight. The people of these lands have suffered enough already. I weep for the hunters.
Save it for someone who cares, old man. As we dwarves say, You can't shore up a tunnel without cutting down a few trees. Now that those troublemakers have been taken care of, our lives will surely get better. Maybe we'll find an ore vein and then start our own mine. Glorious. Thank you, noble human.
Glorious.
I have nothing to repay your kindness, but my uncle lives nearby. He'll reward you handsomely. Please pay him a visit.
Recruiter Mark has new units. I have to go see Recruiter Mark.
Let the blood of the guilty spill and flow, but innocent blood reaps only shadow.
No wonder they captured you, Steiner. You wouldn't stop talking in rhyme.
What forest is complete without miracles? It's a miracle I met you. Thanks for helping us, human.
Did you see? I won. I won. Oh, did we get talents to spend? We leveled up, right? No? No. Hero's army has a maximum of 5 active units. However, you can keep an unlimited number of units in reserve. Reserve units cannot participate in battles, but you can freely swap units between the army and your reserve, as well as add units to the army from the reserve. If there is a particular unit you need, open the army section to manage your army and reserve. Oh, I see. You can move them to reserve. Trader Mark, what have you got? We got more wolves. Oh, you don't have any wolves. We got 10 mercenaries, though. You have 2 mercenaries. 800 bucks. Oh, we got money. Yeah. It says you've got 8 there. Why can't I buy another one? I mean, employ. Where is Uncle Mark? Oh, Uncle Mark's over there. Not Uncle Mark. Uncle someone. Oh. Okay. Since we thoroughly looted. We can go find Uncle. Although, just in case, keep an eye out on gold shiny stuff off to the side of the roads, please.
Who's this, then? Ah, it's my nephew Lester's human friend. You helped deal with those angry hunters.
There's a book. Panz book?
Thank you, human.
I drove off a few scumbags. What about it?
Lester asked if I could pay you back somehow. Here, take this. It's not a lot, but it's honest money.
We've got boots. Book. Okay, this is part 3. Where's part 1? Do you think it's back at the first place? Okay, now remember, Svenhold had some coin, which we don't know where he got it from, and then got robbed while getting drunk and trying to, you know, with the ladies. As Svenhold was walking through the forest, sobbing with frustration, he stumbled across the Yolanda stone. Stuck in it was a Tincalibur, mighty Hodin sword. Many brave dwarves had tried pulling it out, but none had succeeded. Jarl Skeggi, Iron Hat, even promised a great reward to whoever could bring Tincalibur to him. Without knowing why, Svenold yanked the hilt. It didn't move an inch. However, the next thing he saw was the guardian spirit of the sword, who seemingly appeared out of thin air, malicious and creepy. "I'll kill you, insolent!" cried the spirit. In fear, Svenold fell to his knees and the tin button fell out of his wallet. Suddenly the guardian of the spirit had a change of heart. "Have you brought me the seal of liberation? Why didn't you just say that to begin with, mortal? Break it with the stone immediately and set me free." Svenold didn't even realize at first that it was his button the spirit was talking about, and when he did, he followed the instructions. To thank Svenold, the spirit allowed him to take Tincalibur from the stone. And so in only his underpants, but with Tincalibur on his shoulder, Svenold showed up at the court of Jarl Skeggi. The Jarl was delighted. He gifted Svenold with gold, a caftan, and a stallion, so he could return home as a venerable dwarf and open his own sewing factory. Svenold recounted the story to his fellow villagers a bunch of times. In particular, he emphasized that had it not been for his love of sewing, he would certainly thrown away that tin button. Alright, now I've got to find book 1. And have a look at my boots. Oh, look, we got fancies. Oh. Wait, what's the... Health +1 on the hat? Warfare +1 on the helmet. Might stick with the helmet then, hey? Just like the police in Cyberpunk. Alright, chat, we need to find this book. We need to know how what's his face? Svenold earned that money that he tried to court the lusty bar wenches with.
Brought our wood, at last.
We're not gonna freeze after all.
I had been considering quietly pulling up the pickets from the bit's fence.
Well, if it was in the prison, we're not getting a read of it.
One hand for dismantling and the other for fighting off wolves, right? Not much fun.
If you want to live, well, you'll be even more bow-legged.
Disturbing news, Sir Warden. Something is rotten in the state of Nostria. There's a pestilence upon the...
Yeah, that's
refugees from
a
that
different
quarter
book. We
are
read that one.
arriving at Marcella.
I wish we could kick some of these bastards.
Oh, the dwarves brought our wood, at last.
We're not gonna freeze after all.
I had been considering quietly pulling up the pickets from the
I'm pretty sure we were fairly thorough here. I think book 1's missing, just to tease us.
One hand for dismantling and the other for fighting off wolves, right? Not much fun.
Have any new stuff? Need book. Where's my other dude? Oh, did I move it to reserve? Hang on. Oh, I can hire another one. But it's saying I only have... Oh, I'm out of 4. Okay, hang on. Ah, good thing we came back. Look at that. It's because my leadership went up, I think. So the number of units Must have been a close one. Oh, we didn't go inside the stable when we got our horse. No way does this dude have a book. There's loot though. Toy soldier. Seriously, where's this book? Sana, what'd you do with my book, man?
I envy you. You'll be your own master. No commander breathing down your neck, no rules. Sing when you want, sleep when you want, play the flute when you want. And that Marcellan heat. I've forgotten what real heat is like. Not the feeble warmth of a campfire or hearth.
Oh, looks like we won't know what it's like to read the
What are you doing?
The Adventures of Sveneld. He's got new stuff. Okay, so we get +1 health shoes. We should sell all our rubbish. Hold to sell trash. Oh, which goes into his stockpile. I can't compare this. Oh, how do we compare this to what we're wearing? X. We're currently wearing Soldier's Boot for +1 health. Okay. And they're exactly the same.
For the guard.
Alright, so let's sell this hat then. Alright. Maybe somewhere, one day, we'll find book part 1. Where are we going, horse? That's Mark. So we're going to head out there. There's a little village offshoot there. I'm saddened by the unable to find book part 1. Played games before where if the books are in sets, the first one of the set you find was always part 1. I've liked that. Travel steals. To fast travel around the world of Antara, approach steel press A on the map. Choose a different steel as your destination. Only discovered steels can be used for fast travel. There we go. We picked this one that was fast travel. Picked it like a dirty nose. Right. We have a path. Is that like a hidden path up here? Uh-oh. They're ready to square off.
These golems look sturdy. Maybe I should try to find their owner.
Any quest can be completed in 2 different ways. When this is the case, each solution relates to a specific ideal: power, anarchy, order, or finesse. Yep. Order, anarchy, power is opposite of finesse. Leading quest certain manner. We've got this tooltip, but... Okay, they're saying no. So we can go left up there, or we can go this way to something fancy. Let's have a quick sneaky peek up here. You sure they're friendly? Well, I mean, they didn't outright attack. So they're not evil? Look at this, look. Keg. That's my dwarven friend now. money. Or maybe we get to find that missing book part. Okay. Dispel Rossum's shield. And we either pacify the golems with help of their master or destroy the prison golems. I guess it comes down if we want to fight or not. Loot. Acquired burning touch. Book. Panz book. Treatise on the Witches of Rowan, an excerpt from the book of Flavius the Wisecracker. A little known fact, Navidis, the first Nostrian archmage, had several female students. History has preserved a few of their names. Belinda, Carabos, and Amarantha. But the mages of Conclave dispute whether they can be recognized as Navidis' disciples. He himself vanished into obscurity after 93 years as archmage, and these students only appeared during the last 20 years of his teaching. Think for yourself, what can you really learn in a mere 20 years? And these ladies not only called themselves his students, but also began to take on students themselves. The mages of the Conclave expressed their dissatisfaction with these so-called witches, but the frivolous ladies ignored them in response. The mages ostracized the witches, sending them into exile. However, half a century later, two sisters are mentioned, witches from the lower reach of Rowan. I suspect that these women are the very same exiled students. Later crit. What could you honestly expect to learn in only a mere 20 years? Indeed. Can we touch the rune? This is gonna be just like Horizon Zero Dawn. We're gonna like grab our pole and stick it in the thing. Don't know, bees. I think it might be the origami snowflakes. You don't often see those in the real world, but they look good in cartoons and video games. Touch it.
I can't solve it. I'm not a mage after all.
Oh, what? If you... Hey, there's a book over there. Panz book? Why didn't I pick mage? Because she didn't have a beard. The Witchstone Mystery Rossa manuscript. The ancient legend from the Age of Dragons. The dragon god Arak kidnapped the fairy queen Liane and took her to his lair. She was able to put him to sleep with a beautiful song. While Liane sings, Arak continues to sleep and cannot tell dream from truth. In our Valley of New Hope, there is a cursed mountain with a bifurcated peak named the Witchstone. I do not say this for dramatic effect, but something terrible happens there every month. Rock slides, wild and hungry griffins, bears and wolves going berserk, an underground rumbling, red, itchy hives, and even trolls. I have a theory. When Arak kidnapped the fairy queen, his children might have followed suit. What if one of the elven fairies or even one of Liane's ladies in waiting ascended, and then one of the greatest tyrants of our continent, Krodnagar, Azavatar, or Dumrazil, laid eyes on that fairy? As is typical here in Antara, he would have kidnapped her and brought her to the mountain. What if the fairy enchanted the dragon, but he managed to escape the charm? Then they would probably have fought, and as a result the mountaintop is now split and the Fairy Queen is dead. And her spirit might have haunted the place ever since. Of course, this is merely a theory, but once I find a free hour, I should definitely investigate this mountain further. I feel there's a mystery there, perhaps more than one. Yeah, but I can't very well show that on Twitch, can I, Kizra? Time to fight, fellas. Alright, they have 18% defense and 100 hit points. And they do a bit of thumpity-thumpity. And they are going dead last. They've got really short movement, so we can get some sneak attacks in first. What is that minus 50%? Yeah, you gotta have the pitched battle formation, bees. It's the rules. I'm actually okay with this. Yeah, okay, let's... You guys there. And you guys there. Did they get retaliated on? They did. That's fine. Can we like just wait? Okay, so they don't get a proper kill on him. They'll deal damage on him. He can only run 2 squares. If they go in and attack there, you will get that attack. What's their attack? 54 to something, 51 to something. I'm gonna need both attacks. Oh, I could pull back again. A precise strike. 54, 57. I'm gonna get multiple attacks in. It's a shame. So we definitely want to take him out completely. There's a chance we kill there. What's theirs? 51 to 69. 54 to 72. It's a good chance we get the kill. Oh, look at that. Off by 1. What we'll do though is we'll put them there. Right, so they're more likely to get attacked by him and they'll get the kill on that. And he doesn't get a retaliate. Alright, now you guys. What is your active ability? Allied units apply hastened and armor increase buffs to itself. Okay, so we can... Increased armor's nice. I think that should just be death, right? So if we do that, we lose one of our dudes. What we can do is we can wait and they can turn later. And that looks like there's a little bit of daylight there. So it looks like even if he gets maximum, he doesn't quite kill the wolf. And if we get the kill, he doesn't get to retaliate. Nice. Well, have they leveled up yet? They're getting close. Militia guys, did we buy them at level 2 or are they leveled? I don't know. Everyone looks healthy though, right? Yeah, so I'm guessing you pay to replenish a downed guy.
I've handled worse. Now it's time to find Ansel.
What if that's that dude?